Hello there, my fellow assassins. What's up? It's Robbie here with Open World Games, and we have a ton to talk about. We've got two brand new leaks dedicated to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which, by the way, is confirmed. It is happening. This is the official teaser trailer that we are seeing for AC Odyssey from Ubisoft, and we will be seeing gameplay and a trailer at E3. That's going to be June 9th. So come back here, guys. I'm going to have all of the coverage about Assassin's Creed Odyssey for you guys. So stay tuned here to Open World Games. But yeah, there's two leaks. One is more reputable than the other one. I'm going to go over that one first. Then we're going to dive into the other one. Now, there are a little bit of story details in here that you may consider spoilerific, so just keep that in mind. It's not like it's going to spoil the ending or anything like that. It's just the general plot and what you can expect from, I guess, the beginning of the game. But it sounds really, really cool. Also, we're going to be getting into some details about how Assassin's Creed this year is going to try and attempt to kind of take on Red Dead Redemption 2 in some ways. So first of all, let's go over the brand new stuff. So they say this: multiple bases will be available for purchase across the map, including some landmarks. It's really cool that we could be seeing multiple bases that we will be managing in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And remember, this is supposed to be like a true RPG experience, even more so than Origins. We're going to also apparently be seeing those dialogue options. Now, again, remember, take a lot of this stuff with a grain of salt and see that description for the sources so you can read it for yourself. And let me know what you make out as true or untrue. Now, this is the interesting bit. They say horses will be returning with them playing a much bigger role this time around to try to compete with Red Dead Redemption 2. So they're going to have the horses be a true companion, a true partner, which I absolutely love, you know, when they do this in games. I've spoken about Fallout and how they have had the dog in the game, and I think they should keep doing that. Even Fable had your own dog as well. Now, they go on to say this about the story. The father of the main character is the antagonist, and there's more story details later on, but that's part of the leak that I'm unsure about. But they say this will be the very start of what 1191 Brotherhood is. Outfits will be similar as well for the Brotherhood. Now, they say the parkour system is going to be closer to Assassin's Creed Unity than Origins, and that could just be because the development team, I don't know, is more familiar with AC Unity systems. I don't know why that would be, but I thought the Origin systems worked pretty good for parkour, or the parkour in this case could be more intricate like AC Unity. Egypt was very, very different than what we saw with AC Unity, of course. Now, they did say this about combat. Expect it to be very similar to Origins, just with some new upgrades and moves. They say outfit customization will be much more extensive than Unity, which sounds freaking sweet. Now, remember that previous map leak I did cover? They go on to say that is confirmed as being true, so that's interesting. And that map had a lot of ocean on it as well. I wish I did have that image for you guys, but I'll throw in the description that map leak, but it looked really cool. Now, they go on to say that the Eagle Vision is going to be similar to AC Rogue. Now, some interesting things about modern day. Juno, Desmond, and older assassins will be mentioned during modern day. So that is going to be a little bit of a cool cameo Easter egg type deal there, it seems. Now, Aya is going to be making a cameo during a flashback with one of the mentors. Now, I don't want to go into too many details about the story here, so I'm going to leave this bit out. You can read that for yourself. So I'm going to leave this bit out because it is getting a little bit too detailed with the story stuff, because I don't want to spoil stuff if it ends up being true. Now, they go on to say that there will be apparently two playable characters you will be able to choose from. This is lining up with two leaks so far, 2 or 3 leaks. You'll be able to choose between a male or female character, and they're apparently also of Roman descent, and will try to travel to Rome towards the nearer the end of the game. They say the release date is going to be November 23rd, 2018. It was originally scheduled for October, but they didn't want to release it side by side with Red Dead Redemption 2. So that is definitely an interesting detail. I thought for sure this would be a 2019 game, and perhaps The Division would be out in fall. So we'll see what happens with that. Again, nothing is official here, but it seems like this game is going to be coming very soon. I think by March 2019. So that at the very least I think will be happening. Now, they say that this is when the Templars will be established. Let me know what you make of that in the timeline that we know of for Assassin's Creed as a whole. They say your ship, the Autios, I guess it's pronounced, is fully customizable with cells, color of cells, ship design, ship size, weapons, and armor, which, man, I am all for. You guys know that Black Flag was extremely successful. I know a lot of you guys love that. Let me know. Do you prefer an Assassin's Creed game that's hyper-intensive towards the parkour, or more towards naval stuff, or something in the middle? I always did enjoy the parkour for Assassin's Creed, and a little bit mix of both for sure. And I always think it would be cool to see some sort of pirate game that had full-blown co-op. And it looks like Ubisoft might actually bring us something like that down the road. Now, they say the fleet system from Black Flag will be returning. You'll be sending ships all across the globe to secure the Brotherhood's future in the world and try to influence people across the world. So that sounds interesting as well. Now, they say this. I'm sure fast forward this footage for you guys so there's not like dialogue over my voice. They say this significant crew Brotherhood outfit customization. This will be your Brotherhood. So you will be customizing your Brotherhood as well. You will be liberating regions, allowing for you to purchase shops and landmarks, which will allow for a user to gain a significant source of income. Now, I think it would be cool if they added the ability to assign Brotherhood members to certain regions and have them be responsible for taking care of stuff, and then you'd have to upgrade them. That would be a neat little addition that they could add to Assassin's Creed. I think they did something like that a while back. Now, it says crafting returns heavily for health, weapons, bombs, arrows, etc., as well as consumables, and the weapon will be returning. Now, a lot of you really want the ability to just go in and replay missions whenever you want. That is going to be a thing in this game. And again, Modern Day will be returning. Now, this is the middle chapter of the Origins trilogy, they consider, and will be the darkest chapter ever. No, it's going to be pretty dark, they claim. So this one's going to be intense, apparently. Now, this is the second leak I'm going to be going over right now. And this leak is a little bit questionable, but it does have actually some things that line up with the leak that we were just talking about. But again, grain of salt stuff. So they said this, the code name for this game was apparently Constellation, changed to Dynasty during the alpha stage, and finally renamed to Odyssey. See, I don't know about that. I'm wondering if Dynasty is actually its own game. I'm thinking that Dynasty will release in the future. That's my opinion, because Dynasty to me matches up more with a Chinese theme than a Greece theme. Let me know what you guys make of that one. They claim the game is set 400 years before the events of Assassin's Creed Origins. We will be continuing as Leia with Desmond's father in London, apparently. Now, they go into some more spoiler stuff that the opening scene we play as Leonids at the Battle of Thermopylae or something like that, and then we get to choose to play as his son or his daughter. Now, this is an interesting bit, because it kind of matches up with the first leak that the antagonist will be our father. Now, if you choose to play as the boy, the girl gets kicked off the mountain and vice versa. So that could be an interesting open. Now, they claim whomever gets kicked off the mountain, brother or sister, will become the antagonist of the game. Now that actually doesn't match up with the leak we were talking about earlier. So the leak we were talking about earlier claims the father is going to be the antagonist. So we'll see. Now, they said animals and hunting for resources are back, and the eagles return. Just like Sinew, this time we're going to be getting Icarus. Also, apparently, we will be seeing the skill tree return. I expect that to be way more in-depth than ever before. simply because they really want to go after RPG stuff. Now, the bad guys are apparently going to be known as the Cultists in this one, and the E3 demo will showcase level 18 through 23 in level restricted areas. Will be making a return just like Origins. So, what do you guys make of that bit, the last bit? Did you like how the world was kind of segmented into these levels, and you had to grind to kind of get up to the point where you could properly engage with enemies in the world that are, you know, higher level? Let me know if that's something you like, or do you just prefer there to be levels that are scalable throughout the world? You could just explore to your heart's content and even return to areas and still have a challenge. I'm on the fence about this. Honestly, if I return to an area and it's too easy, that's kind of like, what's the point of returning to the area? So I hope that this game can learn to kind of refresh some of the previous areas with higher level enemies. That's something that I would like to see. But there it is, guys. The latest happenings around Assassin's Creed Origins. Take a lot of this with a grain of salt, but what we do know is that it looks like we're headed to ancient Greece. This is Sparta! I'm hyped for this one. I can't wait. And I can't wait to see what they do with the future of Assassin's Creed as well. You know, there's the comic book that's coming up here in August, which is going to be related to World War II as the setting. So, you know, the potential is there that they could also do that for a game, a World War II setting down the road. But I think after Odyssey, honestly, I would expect Assassin's Creed China to be a thing. I think that's the route that they would want to head. I think they're going to be seeing the success of Ghost of Tsushima, which is going to be a PS4 exclusive by the infamous Second Son team, and I think they're going to want to do their own thing with that. But guys, stay tuned here to Open World Games for more. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and like that video if you enjoyed this. And appreciate all the recent support, by the way, on the videos. Really appreciate it. Thanks, guys, and I will see you soon enough in ancient Greece.